Ciale biatches, what the fuck is going on? Remember last time you saw me, I was dressed as a fucking terrorist, depressed, stressed the fuck out. Even my one friend saw me in public, was like, ho, bro, you were like, oh. You look like you had it, bro. That was Sean McGettigan. If you don't know, Sean McGettigan is the star of my YouTube series, The Ed and Moe Show, edandmoeshow.com. Check it out. I did that like 11 years ago. It's basically a show about a fat Arab guy who leaves his cush job to try to start a business with his loser white friend who's a Wayrab. Wayrab. Try to make that connection. What do you think that is? Exactly. It's the opposite of a wigger for an Arab person. It's a white kid who wants to be an Arab, only dates Arab girls. It's real funny. You guys should check it out. But yeah, even he told me, he was like, bro, you were looking stressed. And looks like it is. I hate to fucking say this, what I'm about to say right now, because this is a fact, okay? The planet Mercury is the closest planet to the sun at a distance of like 38 million miles. And it's only there to ruin the lives of random white girls. I don't know how many white girls I know that pass the buck off. Oh, Mercury's in retrograde. Ugh. And guess what? I'm that white girl now.
Public Yemeni #1.
Fucking white girl. Oh, shit. Is my shit? Okay, there you go. You guys can hear me now, right? Yep. I'm a fucking white girl now, guys. I'm a valley girl that believes that a planet billions of miles away is the reason why I'm fucking flabbergasted with life. Okay, but I'm feeling a lot better, guys. To be honest, feeling a lot better because I realized something during this whole thing during the last podcast, and that is one thing that I haven't been doing is I haven't been working out like I used to. I haven't been like killing myself at the gym. You know what I mean? Like back in the day before the pandemic, I was crushing it at the gym. Sometimes an hour and a half, 2 hours I'd spend over there. You know, sometimes less if I had too much going on. But the thing is, I pushed myself so hard. And I keep forgetting how that like is able to keep you to relax, man. It keeps me from losing my shit. You know, it keeps me from snapping on motherfuckers. Because when I push myself to a point of exertion, like to a point where it's like so much fucking pain, it's really hard for the rest of the day to fuck with me like that. Anybody else can come at me with some type of attitude, and I'm like, bro, relax. I put myself through way worse. That's the problem. That's why I was fucking stressing out. Everything's been going great, but then, man, bro, fucking Mercury. Who knew? Who knew that I believe in that shit right now? If you guys don't know what Mercury in retrograde is, let me show you a scientific thing. This video here is far from scientific. As a matter of fact, watch this video here and watch how attitude. And I'm like, shit, bro, relax. I put myself through way worse. Sorry, I'm playing my thing. That's not what I'm supposed to do. Where's that video? Here it is. Right? Is this the video? Nope, that's a stupid video. This video. Well, this one's more stupid, but this here will help to explain what the fuck it means to have Mercury in retrograde.
Okay, Mercury in retrograde.
All right, let's watch this bozo try to be smart. Fucking bozo.
Okay, before you play this animation here. So Lindsay believes that when Mercury is in retrograde,
this fucking idiot
do a lot of things.
Make decisions, use technology, because it can all go wrong.
Right. So this is like a thing that started in the 60s. Apparently, it was relatively recent, and So we're not going to get into that because obviously that's hogwash. But what is Mercury in retrograde? What does it really even mean?
I'm pregnant.
So it's, retrograde means backwards. So Mercury in retrograde is when it appears to us on Earth as though Mercury is going backwards in our sky. So 1 second, just hold this for a second because I want to establish a couple.
Look how this
facts.
guy's trying to be smart.
Mercury is closer to the sun than us.
But you
I
can
know
tell
it
he's not.
seems silly, but it's been a while for some of us before we talked about
He just
this.
Googled
Their
this.
orbit is tighter to the sun.
Just like I
So
did.
As a result of that, their cycle, their year, so to speak, cycle around the Earth is around the sun is 88 days, which means that it is 4 times slower. Okay.
Wrong.
Now let's go. So 4 times faster. Now let's go with this animation.
Somebody just told him in his ear.
What happens here is it goes around, and this is kind of lapping us, right? Mercury is going faster and faster. It appears to us. Look in the sky. This is what it looks like.
This works now.
It looks like it's going backwards when we start to get the angle on it as it makes that turn.
it's not.
So it happens 4 times of the year, and it looks like for you know, it's about a week and a half that it's going backwards.
That guy's retarded. I'm using the word retarded for that guy. 100%. Sorry. I know you're not supposed to say that anymore, but that guy deserves it.
It's a celestial event that's getting a whole lot of attention. Mercury in retrograde. It happens 4 times this year. Some think that the planet's movements can hurt communication,
Let's watch this.
technology, travel, and a whole lot more. One tweet reads this: "No wonder I want to impulsively give myself new bangs and reach out to all my ex-boyfriends." I love that one. Another one says, "For the rest of the month, my excuse for everything will be Mercury in retrograde, even though I don't even know what it means." CBS News science and futurist contributor Michio Kaku, he knows what it means.
Let's hear what this guy has to say. He looks smarter than the other guy.
Good morning to you, Mr. TV star.
Morning.
If we had time, I'd ask you about that commercial. How'd they get you to do that?
Oh, shut the fuck up. Come on.
Scientists have that image of being detached, cold, objective.
Yeah.
And I wanted to project a warm image, the fact that we scientists are human too. We care about the human condition. And that's why I said to myself, well, you know, hey, I use TurboTax when I do my income tax.
How about the scientists in Wuhan? Did they care about us?
Do this for free. No, there is a compensation, but you're not going to get rich doing a commercial.
I'm just joking. That's actually,
Mercury in retrograde.
they're trying hard.
I don't understand.
So what is it?
Okay, well, the planets move slowly across the night sky, but then they suddenly stop, go backwards, loop around, and then go forwards again. That mystified the ancients. Why should the planets do that? And so retrograde is associated with uncertainty, confusion.
So it's very interesting that basically it's an optical illusion where the planet looks like it's going backwards.
Retrograde.
You believe
well, as Shakespeare once said, the fault, dear Brutus, is not in our stars, but in ourselves. And it's due to the fact that Mercury is the fastest planet in the solar system. The symbol is the man with the wings. And as Mercury bypasses and swings by the Earth, it appears to go backwards. Let's say you're in a car. You're in the fast lane. You overtake a car in the slow lane. And you look at the car. It's
good visual representation
It's an illusion
of how fast Mercury goes.
Cam didn't work. Twitter went down this week. The phone system went down. I know some people didn't get the date they were expecting. Stuff does seem to go wrong during Mercury. How do you explain that?
Well, stuff goes wrong all the time. What can I say? It's just that we remember it. We remember it during the Mercury retrograde, and we say, aha, I knew it all the time. But things happen like that all the time. Like you pick up the phone, and it's somebody you were thinking about at that moment, and you say, aha, I'm psychic.
Yes.
But millions of times you think about somebody, and they're not on the phone, and you forget about that. You only remember the hits. You don't remember the misses.
That's a very good point.
So good to have you.
Yeah. So kind of so you're saying it all of our
So good to have you.
We got to go.
Yeah.
But thank you very much.
Fucking these people on TV, bro. What the fuck? There's so much fakery in that entire shit. But that was a good explanation. You know, kind of puts it into perspective. I had no idea what it meant. I never really cared to look at it. I mean, to me, it was like, I agree with him, where I'm just like, yo, it's, you know, all kinds of bad shit kind of happens. And, you know, our brains have like pattern recognition, right? We see patterns mostly. Oh, this is a pattern. Oh, every time, you know, Mercury's in retrograde, look at all this fucking bad shit that's going on. In all honesty, no bad shit really fucking ever happens to me to a point where I'm gonna have to fucking yell at a planet. But these last 3 weeks, fuck Mercury, bro. Fuck Mercury. Come on, man. As soon as it fucking started, everything started fucking falling apart. And, hold on a second, not everything falling apart. It was equal bullshit and equal amazing stuff. fucking great. But whoo, talk about stress, man. Holy fucking shit. Like at these last 3 weeks, man, I'm like looking at Mercury like, why the fuck don't we just blow up Mercury? Why are we blowing up Yemen? The fuck? Yemen ain't fucking up my life like that. But if Mercury is, get it the fuck out of here, bro. We're Americans. We love blowing shit up. Let's blow up Mercury. What do we got to do to blow up Mercury? Find oil? Let's find oil there. And then blow it the fuck up. Come on. Am I talking too loud? I feel good today, guys. I do. I feel good today. Compared to fucking last week. But today I feel great. You know? Like it goes to fucking show, man. You know, maybe this retrograde thing is fucking real. Because I think, like, you know, like when... You made me fucking search this shit. You know what? It doesn't matter. My fucking shit started as soon... About 3 weeks ago when I flew from LA to Detroit. To be in Detroit for 3 weeks because I had 3 shows going on. The first weekend was Dayton, Ohio, headlining there for the first time at Wiley's Comedy Club. The weekend after that, headlining Mark Ridley's for 5 shows. And then the weekend after that, headlining Gutty's Comedy Club in Greenwood, Indiana. All clean club where they all actually have kids. They don't even serve alcohol. That was very different for me. You know, it's such a challenge. Like even right now, I'm like, man, maybe I should stop saying F words all the time. Look, I said F word. I should say fuck. I love saying fuck, but now I'm trying to train myself. But anyways, it's supposed to be a good 3 weekends of shows. You know, sprinkled with some independent shows here and there. And you know, I was excited, man. It was great. And you know, I get to Dayton, Ohio, and right when I get there, I realized I'm getting a door deal, so it's about selling the tickets. So I told the people at the place, I'm like, let's get a feature. I want a feature for my show. Instead of me bringing one, let's get a local one that could get a draw, you know, someone that could actually get a draw of people to come. And then it turns out Dayton just, you know, passed a law not too long ago where you can now drink outside. So you can buy a drink at one bar and then walk around the streets and drink and go to another bar. Now, if anybody knows anything about the Midwest, the worst time to be doing a show as a comedian or anybody doing any type of indoor stuff is in the summertime. Because in the Midwest, man, in the wintertime, it fucking sucks, bro. It's fucking end of the world type fucking snow. You know, the type of shit that just shuts shit down. And then, you know, when it like gets 10 degrees warmer in Michigan, like it'll be still 40 degrees out and you'll see people take the chance to fucking drive with their convertible tops down. It's like, bruh, it's still fucking cold out. No, bro. It's this 10 degrees warmer, motherfucker. You are a piece of shit. I am from Detroit. I know what cold is. 40 degrees, nothing. That's Dearborn, by the way. You know, and then in the summertime to do a show as a comedian, it's really hard to sell in the Midwest because once it warms up, man, people don't want to come inside. So the first freaking show that I did at Dayton's, those 2 shows, we had roughly 25, 30 people in the audience. Still great audience. I still had a great time, had great sets with these people. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? But at the end, it's about making money. And, you know, I really didn't bring in that much. Sold some. Actually, how's this? Dayton was the first place I ever performed at where I didn't sell one piece of merch. They loved my jokes, but they were like, nah, I ain't buying shit, bro. I got to walk these streets and drink now, you know? So, like, on top of that, you go to Dayton, trying to do an indoor show, middle of the fucking summer. Now there's a new law saying that, hey, everybody, it's New Orleans now. You can just drive around, walk around with drinks in your hand, you know? So, that's not really a big bullshit thing to really worry about or to, like, look up at Mercury and be like, fuck you, bro, fuck you. I hope we find oil there and blow you up. No. Instead, you know, it just was a not as lucrative thing. Mind you, I'm staying in Detroit at my mom's house, so I'm saving money that way. Next thing you know, all of a sudden, all these inspections on my rental properties. As some of you guys know, I've been investing in rental properties in Southeast Michigan since 2008, like when the market crashed, 2007, 2008. And, you know, it comes with some headaches here and there, but, you know, I like investing in rentals, but every once in a while you got to put out fires. Who did these fires come at me at the wrong time, man? Try not to say. No, fuck it. Holy fucking shit, bro. So I got all these inspections that came in saying that I had to fix these things within a certain time to get my certificate of occupancy to allow it to be rented. So I go through the list and I start working on these homes, some of them myself, things that I can do so I can save myself money. And as I'm walking around, doing all that stuff, I find out, I have to evict someone because they got caught with drugs. The cops call me up and tell me, hey, this is the second time we raided this property because before the property management company put another person in there that was a blown out criminal, and they ended up getting raided because they had drugs on them. And when they got raided, the husband went to jail, and then the wife left the property and took all the fucking appliances. So then we get these other people in there. They were great tenants, man, for like 2 years. Sometimes they were behind, whatever, but they were the type of people, they honored their debts. They were behind, they looked me in the eye and they said, we're going to pay you back. So those are type of tenants I want to keep. Next thing you know, the guy somebody calls, raids his house. They didn't find anything in the house, but lo and behold, they found a crack rock in his car. I'm the type of guy, honestly, I'm a good judge of character. I probably would have let that pass with this tenant. He was good. Him and his wife are good. Every time I go to the home, it's clean. They have kids. The kids are nice. They always keep the lawn cut. You know what I'm saying? They're like, no problem. But then the cop calls me, they send me a letter and I call the cop, and the cop's like, hey man, if we gotta raid this place one more time, the Wayne County is going to confiscate your house, and then you're gonna have to go through a legal battle to get it back. And I'm just like, dude, now I gotta tell this guy he's gotta go. So that's exactly what I did, and that kind of sucked, and that broke their heart. And then I had to follow up with all that shit. Next thing you know, I have another rental property that the state of the city of Detroit, really ruined. Like, I was supposed to get this woman evicted before the pandemic, but the judge gave her 3 chances. So I had to take her to court 3 times, and all times she didn't pay. And then the judge was like, you know what? No big deal. I'll give you a chance. And then after the 3rd time we took her to court, the judge was like, okay, you need to get out of here by the end of the month. Before the end of the month happens, COVID, freeze on evictions. She's still there. This lady owes me like $15,000 to $18,000 in rent. And then I go to the house and I found out she put $25,000 worth of damage on my home. And I can't get her out. Whoo! So, end up doing a Zoom call, court thing to take her to court. I've already sold the house. All I want is the government to pay me for the back rent that she owes me. And I don't know what they did in the courtroom. They just said, we're going to adjourn it to September. I'm like, bro, just give me my money. That's the thing, man. Once you get stuck into the legal system, bro, holy shit, you're fucking locked in. Then I had another rental property where the lady had a stroke, and she was one of my best tenants. So I was very patient with her. And I told her, I was like, you know what? I'm going to work with you. We're going to try to work with the government to get the money. Her caseworker dropped the ball. Next thing you know, I'm like 6-7 months into this, and I haven't seen $1 from this lady's caseworker. Mind you, I got other tenants that are getting paid out every 3 months, and I don't understand why. The lady in this house has a stroke, and she needs help. And she's nice, and her kids are nice, and I want to keep them there. Bro, they drug this thing out so freaking long. And then it just got really frustrating. And then finally today I ended up getting good news that looks like she's going to get the money and she can stay there. But it was just like one thing after another. And then to make matters worse, the weekend comes up. I'm about to headline 5 shows at Mark Ridley's Comedy Castle. The first comedy club I ever stepped into when I was young to watch a live comedy show in my 20s. And it was going to be a great weekend. It still was a great weekend. I'm going to be headlining 5 shows that weekend. And then Ron White bumps me. Legit, Ron White out of nowhere bumps me, calls Mark Ridley, tells him straight up, hey, I'm going to be in town, and, I could use some workout sets before I go to this casino show in Mount Pleasant. And that's it. He bumped me. He took 4 shows. They added an extra show. But it was still cool because I got to headline the last 2 shows on Saturday, and I worked really hard to sell those out. Almost sold out the first show, sold out the second show. So everyone who was there, thank you very much. I had such a great time. That was a pivotal moment in my life. But I got to work with Ron White. How nice is that? And he was he was one of those guys who didn't really want to be in the green room or anything. He likes his solitude. He's sober now. He's not drinking anymore. He has his own bus, so he stays inside the bus before the show, and then he comes up real quick. But then I asked, I'm like, I understand he likes his solitude, but I'm like, it'd be nice to hang out with Ron, and I'd like to get a picture with him. And they were like, yeah, sure. And then all of a sudden I was like working on my, not on my material. I was working on the sound. I record the sound every show. So I was like in the green room connected to the soundboard, and I was just setting that up. And he walks up behind me. He's like, what's you doing over there? And I was like, oh shit, I turned around. There's Ron White. And it was great, man. We talked for about like 3 to 4 minutes, and then I got called on stage and I had to bounce. But it was nice talking to him, man, especially a killer like Ron White, a murderer, someone who has just been a beast in this game. And he was insecure about his set. He thinks he's bombing up there. He's not. He's fucking crushing. And to me, I remember before my name got called out, I looked at him and I was like, man, this is pretty humbling to see a killer like you and you're still in your head. And he looked at me and he was like, hey, that's the name of the game. And he's right. It's a torturous thing. If you want to be good at something, you got to almost always feel like you suck. But anyways, fucking whole weekend with Ron White, I cannot complain. I mean, the one thing that really did suck was that I had to break up my set. At first, it was just going to be a regular feature set, 25 minutes up top, and then Ron White comes out. But he doesn't like to be there when the check drops. And that's, I understand. He wants to work material. He doesn't want to deal with the check drop. For those of you who don't know what a check drop is, typically when the headliner is on stage, towards the end of his set is when the waitresses will go around and drop the check to the people for them to pay their tab. And, that can be a really shitty moment in a comic set because, people's attention is not on you. And whatever joke you're doing at that moment, it could really, really like mess up the rhythm. Half the room may not even listen to the joke because they're looking at how much they have to pay and like figuring out what money they're going to divvy up. And then sometimes you'll get to that punchline and only a third of the room was actually listening. And then the laugh is like, bah, and then it kind of sucks. But he doesn't want to be there for that. So what I had to do was I had to do 10 minutes up top. He would come out, do 45, 50 minutes. And then I would come out and close out the show with another 20 to 25 minutes. And that was kind of interesting. The first show I did was I did a very long version of my Detroit joke set, which lasted about 10 minutes, and I threw in a bunch of other jokes. Then Ron White came out and did his 45 minutes, and then I saved all my best 25 minutes for the last part of the show. And I remember when I got out there, the first 5 to 8 minutes of my 20 to 25 minute set was kind of flat. I could tell the audience, because as soon as I go out, hey guys, boom, the check drops. So now I got to like deal with 5 minutes of them trying to like whatever. And I would say about half the set I crushed. But that first half was a little ugh. And then I talked to Joel, who works at the club. And, he also teaches classes. And, sometimes I think it's really good to, like, ask other people. So I walked up to him and I was like, hey, bro, what kind of suggestions you can give me? He's like, dude, you got to split up your set. You might as well do your best 10 minutes at the top. Because if I do my best 10 minutes at the top, I'll basically take my best 20-minute set and I'll truncate it down to 10 minutes. So it's just set up, punch, set up, punch, set up, punch, set up, punch. So it's a fire 10 minutes. It's a 10 minutes where I just don't let any room to breathe. But when I do that, that means when I go out to do 20 minutes, all those fire jokes that could have been 20 minutes long are now gone. So now I got to do my not A plus material, but my like A material or my A minus B plus material. And he told me to do that, and I was kind of like, I don't know, man, because I had a different strategy. I was like, oh, maybe I'm just going to open up with these dating jokes first and then save the fire shit for later. But then Joel told me something very smart. He's like, nah, man. He goes, everyone's here to see Ron White. When he gets off that stage, you know, they're going to be laughing so hard because they love this. And then when you get up there, it's going to be kind of an uphill battle. But if you start that first 10 minutes cementing into the memories of these people that you are hysterical, and then at that last 20-minute set, spend the first 10 minutes of yourself lackadaisical, talking to the audience a little bit, and then go into material slowly and casually because they're going to be on their way out. And it worked out great. So the next 2 shows, I opened up with 10 minutes of solid fucking heat. And then I ended the show. First 5 to 8 minutes, lackadaisical, talking to the audience a little bit, throwing a little like whatever jokes. And then once they all paid their checks and they were all paying attention, bam, hit them with a good 12-minute set, sent them on their way, sold out of merch. How dope is that? I sold out of all my Drop Bacon Not Bomb t-shirts. If you guys want one, MikeFromDetroit.com, cop them, man. They're pretty funny because I really do believe that's the piece in the Middle East. It's the Drop Bacon Not Bombs. Right? Because, I mean, it gets both demographics, right? Because Muslims get what they want, not getting bombs dropped on them. And then we racist Americans get what we want, disrespecting Muslims. Boom! Biatch! So, yeah. Anyways, there I am, fucking Ron White. Okay, so, you know, that was a fun weekend. And, you know, sold out Saturday show, and that was great. Then the next week comes. Holy fucking shit. That weekend, I'm going to have to go to Gutty's Comedy Club. So I'm already stressed about doing clean, rated G material in front of kids that are eating popcorn and shit. And, you know, and I want to do a good job. And, you know, all of a sudden I get an important audition. I can't even talk about it. The audition came with a non-disclosure agreement. Huge audition. Then I had to scramble around for like old like Yemeni wear so I can like wear the whole turban and everything because it'll fit the character. I met a girl after the weekend at Mark Ridley's who was this Yemeni girl. She was really cool. We were hanging out. And she's really, really nice and very giving and helpful. And she like went out of her way to help me get this costume. She bought it from her dad and, and I think it really helped. And of course I did a really good job in the audition and I tried my best to fucking do whatever and things were fucking going out fine. Then I'm putting fires out. All of a sudden a roof leak happened in my one property. The other guy calls me and tells me there's a groundhog fucking up the foundation. Now I got to find out how to trap this groundhog. More inspection bullshit that I had to deal throughout the week, and another good thing is Bulldog, the guy who's the star of my show, Ed and Moe Show, got me a meeting with Lamar Woodley. Super Bowl, the guy has a Super Bowl ring, Lamar Woodley. He's from Saginaw, Michigan. And, he's heavily doing movies right now. So we sat down, get to know each other, see about maybe possibly working together in the future. That was great. And then after that, I went to do the 313 show in Midtown Detroit. Fucking bombed, bro. Yeah, I got fucking laughs. I got 2 of my friends showed up. I haven't seen them in years. Bombed. Metro retrograde, bro. And then a gutter fucking falls down. Then I'm about to go to freaking Gutty's, okay? And just before I'm about to go to Gutty's the night before, I want to get a good rest. My agent calls. I got another audition for you, and I need you to record it tonight. Boom. I'm like, holy shit. Another thing I need to add on. Sean McGettigan, the guy who's the star of the Ed and Moe Show, helps me with the audition. Thank you, Sean. Get it out. Go home. About to sleep really late. Then I get a call saying they need you to re-audition. That last audition that you did, you got a call back. They want to re-audition you now, live Zoom call with the director. And the time is it was like supposed to be 10 o'clock Eastern time or some shit. No, 1 p.m. Eastern time. So that's like the time I'm supposed to be driving to Indiana. So now I can't sleep. I got to drive in the middle of the night, get to Indiana. I call the hotel, see if I can get an early check-in. They hook it up. Thank you, Fairfield, Indianapolis South. Those people were freaking great. I think the girl's name was Rhonda. She was so helpful. Get there about an hour before my audition. Get up into the hotel room, connect to the Wi-Fi, crush the fucking audition. Then I'm feeling good. Do a show that night, not bad. First clean show, real good. I'm like, dude, everything's going to go great. Wake up in the morning, and I had a to-do list of things that I was going to do at my rental property. I'm going to get up, take care of this, and then I'm going to write. I didn't even set an alarm. I just woke up, rolled out of bed, picked up my phone to look at my to-do list. Boom. One rental property. My basement is flooded. Boom. Another one. My basement's flooded. My basement's flooded. Another one. My basement's flooded. Holy fucking shit. 4 homes flooded. Now I'm calling every plumber I know. They're all too fucking busy. Except I got one. His name is Mark. I've been with him forever. This guy's fucking on it, bro. Thanks to him, you know, he took care of a lot of it, but now there might be damage. One of the homes, the lady has all this trash down there. It's going to cost $3,000 to get it out. She promises me that she's going to get it out soon enough before the mold. It was just fucking stressful, man. Then I do that show that night, and I was like, okay, nothing else could go wrong. Bombed that show. Fucking bombed hard, man. And then I went back to Detroit, walking to my mother's house. Her basement's flooded. So pretty much all the money that I made this month, plus more, is gone. Here I am, like fucking like, yeah, I'm going to make some money this 3 weeks. No, but Mercury is like, go fuck yourself, bro. I don't know why I gave Mercury an Arabic accent. I got to go to what you guys are saying. There was a big ass fucking rant. We need to get your ass married, son, says Robbie. What the fuck? No, dude. Yeah, Tarek, that's what I'm saying. It was in retrograde. What else? Yeah. I just love how Jason says oof when he types his responses. Jason, are you Arab? Because oof is an Arab thing. Anyways, fuck, guys. White girls. That's what I am now. I believe in retrograde. Maybe it's true. Maybe it's true that maybe when the planet Mercury is sitting in our fucking sky that it does something with the energy. Who the fuck knows? Everyone I talked to said they had some fucking bullshit go down. One friend of mine who was a comic, he's got 2 dogs. One's small, one's really big. Just the other day, the big dog killed the other one, ripped its intestines out. Holy fucking shit, bro. Everyone I'm talking to is going through some shit. Are you guys going through some shit? Or are you guys all right? Jason says, nope, I'm a white boy. Oof. That's all I got to say to that. Oof. Well, we're at 40 minutes, guys. I'm about to get going soon. I don't know what to say about retrograde other than it might be real. I'm not making fun of anybody who says that retrograde's fucking up their life. I kind of agree with that scientist earlier when he was like, oh, bad things always happen. But, you know, we have this ability to just remember, oh, well, this is retrograde. So now everything that goes wrong now is because of that piece of shit planet that we should just blow up. And after this last 3 weeks, bro, I don't know. I think I'm going to get me a white girl shaman. You know? As a matter of fact, I was hanging out with a white girl this weekend, and she's very foo-foo like that. Talking about chakras and energies and pressure points and patchouli and I want to believe it. But I don't know. When people start talking like that, I tune the fuck out. I tune out, man. I'm just like, oh, the chakra shit. I understand the chakra shit in terms of like realigning your energy, posture. I mean, I really believe in that stuff, you know, like yoga and, you know, meditating and harmonizing. But like some of these people really believe that, like, you know, all these like energies. I don't even know what she was saying. You know, that's what you do when you're dating. You know, when you're dating, you just have to be like, yeah. And that's it. She'll just keep telling you, like, oh, wow, yeah? What I really want to say is like, the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? Actually, I did ask her to explain herself. And then when she tried to explain herself, she couldn't. And then I just had to be like, yeah. No, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see that. You know, that type of shit. I've been doing a lot of that lately. Hi, man, I'm a Republican. What are you? Yeah. You Republican too? Yeah, sure. Right now, I'm a Republican because I don't want to piss you off because you motherfuckers have all the guns. What does Balti say? This is my boy from the Marine Corps. I'm going through some shit too. You're not alone. I'm almost convinced it's the truth. Retrograde. Fuck you, Balti. You're a Marine. You are a United States Marine that has been regulated to a guy who can't wait to take his metal detector to the beach. Remember we had that discussion, bro? It's game over, bro. You need testosterone replacement therapy is what you need. Balti, that's what you need, bro. Get testosterone replacement therapy. Reconnect your brain to your balls again. And then when you're on that beach, all of a sudden you're going to look at some girl's butt and you're going to be like, this metal detector's fucking stupid, bro. I'm going to get me some ass. You know what that is like? Ass, Balti. Have you had ass yet, bro? I love the fact that I can talk to Balti on here. Did you at least get the nookie after all that? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. For sure. That's what Jason asked. Did you at least get the nookie after all that? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. All right, guys. I hope you guys had fun. I know I did. If you are in Hollywood tonight, June 30th, 9:30 p.m., I am on this killer lineup at Supernova Comedy Club. Actually, let me show you the other one. It's the new poster they got. Liza Schlesinger, Jeff Ross, Anthony Jeselnik, Tony Rock, Brad Williams, Adam Ray, Pablo Francisco, and myself. I can't believe I'm on that poster, to be honest. It's really, really cool. And I got to get ready for tonight's show. And you guys are the shit. And I will see you guys next time. Can't wait to do this again, guys. Next week, Wednesday, 2 p.m. Unless something comes up like today where I end up having a schedule conflict. But I will see you Wednesday, guys. Stay close to my Instagram. I'm back on Facebook, by the way. They let me back on there. So I'll be posting again on there and shit. But stay close. Stay safe. And let's pray that we find oil on Mercury. Because let's blow that shit up, bitch.
Public Yemeni #1.